friends, it's Nancy. Just doing a little craft along today, so I hope you've got your stuff all pulled out on your table, ready to do some stuff. So last night it came up in a suggested video. So this was a Jessica Rapp Two Silver Oranges video from last summer. So what she did was make these two-sided tags that have a little pocket in them, because she wanted to use these images from these books, which often have two pictures on, like, together, like you have to choose one or the other. So she wanted to make a two-sided tag that you could see the same picture, or sorry, the same piece of paper from both sides. So she used large policy envelopes. Well, I didn't have anything like that, but I did have these large, well, they're even bigger than business envelopes. Yeah, they're about 10 and a quarter, 10 3/8 by 4.5. So I've pulled out some stuff, and I'm just going to show you my adaptation. Oops, I just knocked my foot. All right, so I'm going to glue this shut. Now, she used, like I said, policy envelopes, so she cut off one end and didn't have to do this step. I think I'll be able to find the video again so that I can share the link. Okay, so I'm going to cut that down to 6 inches long. And I want it to be about 4 inches wide, and I want to open this right up. So I'm going to cut a smidgy off of both sides. Whoop. Turn my head away now, I don't know what I'm doing. So it's 4 by 6. Now she used 2 pieces of acetate. What I'm going to use is, this was a page of like collector card envelopes. Like there was like a protective sleeve, so you could put 9 different collector cards in there. So I've just cut the individual little parts apart, and I'm going to slide this in here. And cut a bit off. That way it's protected from both sides. So I'm turning this inside out because I want to draw a little pencil line. So this is 2 inches by 2 inches square, and I do want to position it. Now, Jessica was happy to eyeball it. You know me, I can't eyeball stuff. That would be a sacrilege against all that I hold dear. Okay, so I've got my new glass mat, because I broke my glass mat. And my X-Acto knife. So I'm going to cut through both layers of paper. I'm afraid my hair's in the in the way. Oh, I said it was 2 by 2. It's not. It's 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. I fibbed. So it's Saturday. I hope everybody is having a really good day. I went out early this morning. I wanted to go yard sailing. So Breslau, I mean, it's part of Kitchener. It's just sort of a little smaller community just outside of Kitchener. And they were having a town-wide yard sale. Well, I think most of the town didn't get the memo because I think I saw 3 yard sales and I got nothing. But I was out, so I thought, well, I'll go to Guelph. So I went to Guelph and did some of the thrift stores there. Most of this is cut. There's just a little bit hanging on here. Okay, so I'm going to flip this back in. Oops, and I'm just going to use some tape to tape this into place. Maybe not that low. So then that goes down. I gotta move it a little bit. It's a little low. Shoot. Nancy! I don't know why I keep doing that. I just want this to be straight. Okay. This shouldn't be so hard. I'm telling you, I made 2 of these last night and it went fine. I'm gonna make sure that this picture is over as far as it can go. Perfect. Okay. I am going to sew around the frame using a zigzag. So I'll pause for just a minute. Okay, I've got that part stitched. So next I want to take a piece of paper that I've torn. So this is this is from a notebook and it's like a craft color but has like a light red grid on it. So I'm just going to ink up the edges a bit, and I'll be putting a piece on each side because it is a 2-sided tag. grab my glue stick. And just like that. Now, I want to do a thumb hole, but instead of using a circle punch, I'm going to use my punch board. So, just going to measure. So this is about 2.5 inches across, this little piece of paper. So I want it to be in the center there. So I'm going to mark it right there. So on my punch board, I'm going to put the mark right in the center. And then it makes a little hole that's that shape. Now I'm going to stitch all around, because this is still open and floppy right now. I'm going to stitch all the way around and make this, close up that pocket. Okay, I want to add a little bit of something across the top there to make a bit of a topper. I don't think I want this lace, but I do have fabric here. I also see some fabric over there. This is just a piece of what you call it? You know, eyelet lace. Good one, Nance. You done it. So I'm just ruffling it up. Except I didn't stick it to the envelope very good, did I? Okay, and maybe I'll add a little piece of this stuff. Take a few threads out. Okay, so I'm going to stitch that on now. Hang on. Okay, there's that piece done. Just taking another piece of this little paper here. And I'm going to glue it right next to these flowers. Because I think a little word would look nice there. This is also open, so it could also be used for another tiny little pocket envelope tag or something, anything. I'm using this tag, and I'm going to cut a 1/2 inch off because it's a little long. I think a 1/2 inch was too long. And I'm just seeing what I got for a little tie. Oh my goodness. It's tricky. There we go. So that is my 2-sided tag. I've got all the stuff I need out here prepped to make a few more, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And we'll just have a visit. I think that's what we'll do. And hopefully I'll do this one a little faster, a little better now. Now that I reminded myself how I did it. Okay. These ones are already glued shut. I was going to do them last night, and then the cat came in and insisted that it was well past craft time, and I had better just get myself to bed, or there was going to be trouble. So that's what I did, because I'm not a troublemaker. Got to keep our cat happy. He's been a pretty good boy. I don't have any real complaints. My son's gone away for the weekend, so he brought me over a key for his apartment so I could go and look after my grand kittens while he was away. He's gone up to a friend's cottage. And then he called me later and he said I didn't have to go because his roommate's mother was going to go over and look after the cats. So, and dear old Doug has deserted me for the day. He's gone to a friend's trailer up in Owen Sound. So it's just me and the cat. We just need to, remain on speaking terms and not get on each other's nerves. And so far, so good. 2 more sleeps until Catherine's here. That's pretty exciting. I think she wants an itinerary. I don't know what we're going to do yet. There will be hijinks and shenanigans. That's all I got. That's all I got, kid. I did do a little thrifting today. Nothing very exciting. Nothing to bother turning on the camera for, that's for sure. Oh, I know what I didn't tell you. I'm getting my hair done on Monday. So our region is going into phase 2 on Monday the 12th. Hairdresser called me, when do you want to come? And I said, I don't care. I'll come in the middle of the night and pay double. Just get me in there. I can't take it anymore. So I'm going Monday afternoon. I'm thinking about getting a significant chunk cut off too. Where'd the rest of my thingies go? I had them all cut out here. Oh, things are getting cookie. Oh. They're on the floor. Okay, that explains some things. I'm doing some butterflies and moths and some flowers. I also have trees, a book of trees. And, oh, I beg your pardon, I'm yawning. And I have 3 bird books. These are from, I want to say the 1930s. Let me just check if there's a date. Yeah, Whitman, 1934. I got these at an antique store that was going out of business. The gentleman was retiring. Not a very exciting picture, but I just thought using these little envelopes would be faster than cutting pieces of acetate and gluing them down and, you know. All that. And then 15 more sleeps and I'm off to Nova Scotia. So getting pretty excited about that. Oh my gosh, I got the yawns. You know what? I am not going to turn these inside out and draw square. I'm going to eyeball it. Okay. If I put it this way, then the ruler has more room to lay flat against. Okay. Not bad. Not bad, kid. The weather's not looking particularly great for next week. Seems to be a lot of rain in the forecast. It's been a weird July. In many ways. Probably wondering, Nancy, why are you making so many tags? I want to use things up. I don't want to throw things out. And I did. Oh, Catherine, I haven't told you this yet. So I said to Catherine while I was going through all of my stuff, I said stuff that I'm not going to keep, like paper stuff, I am putting it into a box and I'm going to bring it out to you and you can sort through it, and what you want to keep you can keep, and what you don't want to keep you can use for kindling your fire, your campfire. So I had one full Banker's box and was well into a second Banker's box, and I thought, this is baloney. Why am I doing this to to my friend? Why am I making her problems? That's not nice. So Catherine, I chucked it. Everything that was in those boxes is now in a recycling truck. It went out yesterday. Because you've got your own stuff, I'm sure, that's overwhelming you. You don't need more from me. And I'm thinking that's probably why I'm not seeing as much in yard sales and thrift stores, because once upon a time maybe I would have bought that, but now I'm a lot more selective because it's a lot of work to organize and manage and sort and then ultimately put it in a Banker's box and put it out on the corner for the recycle truck to pick up. So it's kind of a waste of time, energy, money, etc., etc., etc. So unless I'm absolutely sure that it's something I want to use or can use, I'm not investing. Doesn't that sound terrible? It's not going to stop me from looking, because I love the hunt. Like this, the one thing I did get this weekend, this morning, I got some awesome postcards at a thrift store in Guelph, and they were 10 cents a piece, and some of them were like the greeting kind from like the 1900s and 10s, so they're well over 100-year-old postcards, and for 10 cents. Yeah, so I've decided I'm going to use them. I'm not going to just store them. So I will put them front and center on my desk, and maybe a couple of them will go into my newest journal, the Wall Street Girl. I started reading that little book. I was hoping I would find some word snippets that I could use, and I could tell the story. It's such an old story. And this might not even be right, but it starts out with this young man just out of college, and his wealthy father has passed away, and he goes to the lawyer for the reading of the will, and the lawyer basically says, "You're out of luck. Your father has made it so that you're going to have to earn a living. And pretty soon he's out of money. And the woman that he's been courting all this time, well, she's no longer interested in him. But he has to get a job, so he gets a job, and the secretary, who is, from a lower social scale, she shows him the error of his ways, and he ends up falling in love with her, and instead of marrying the rich girl that he'd been courting, he ends up marrying the Wall Street Girl. And I can tell you that's the story. Didn't read the book, but I can tell you that's the story. Sounds like a movie that has been made several times. Boy meets girl. Okay. So I'm putting some of these tools away that I'm not going to need now. So I have a bunch of these cut off envelopes. I will have to consider how I might use those. They're a totally... Oh, this stamp! I got this stamp today. Isn't it interesting? I haven't tried it out yet. It looks kind of like a library card with round corner things. Anyway. See, that wasn't that hard. I was just making it hard for myself. Oh, you didn't glue. We need you to be glued. Close but no cigar. Good. Something in there. That's better. I'm happy to hear that border restrictions are settling down as well. I can cross in back into Canada as long as I have my 2 shots, and I do. And a negative COVID test within 3 days. So I think that means I can do some cross-border shopping. Won't be this weekend. I'm not getting a COVID shot this weekend, or a COVID test this weekend, but maybe next week I could. Then shuffle off to Buffalo. Good stuff. Okay, gonna pause while I sew. All right, we're all sewn up. I'm gonna punch the hole first because when I did this one, I put the paper on the wrong side, so I ended up catching it in in this little punchy hole thing. So I think I will put the punchy hole in first. And that way I shouldn't have an issue with putting my paper in the wrong spot. I also inked up all of the little papers so that you didn't have to watch me ink. Isn't that awesome? Excuse me. Oh. Okay. Yeah, it was great doing the zigzag all at once because I had my machine set and I didn't have to reset it. I just went to town. Wasn't very straight on there. There we go. We're getting there. Yeah, these go really fast if you do them sort of assembly line. But they look like they're a lot of work because of how many steps there are. I was watching a video. I watch a video, it's called Reading the Past by a historian in England. Her name's Dr. Cat. And she's particularly interested in the Tudor period and Shakespeare, and she's doing the one that I'm watching right now is about Shakespeare's sonnets, which is interesting. I never was much of an English literature type person. Math and science, I was pretty good at in school. But trying to figure out words, you know, and what's meant by this, and you know, all the literary ways of, oh, I need a little more ink here. Foreshadowing and I don't know. I don't remember. It never made sense to me. And of course, and this has always been interesting to me, a puzzle. We have to read Shakespeare in high school. Every year we had to read Shakespeare, and I don't know why. was the point of that? Not that I got anything against Shakespeare, but I didn't put any on that one. I was wondering why I had 2 extra pieces of paper. Getting pretty sticky here. Huh. Yeah. It's too wide. There, I've got to take a little bit off. Just a little bit. I think once I get these done, I'm going to head outside and read my book for a bit. Because it doesn't look like we're going to have very many good days this coming week. Calling for rain tomorrow, too. I think. So I should go out and enjoy the sunshine while it's with us. All right, I'm going to sew these pockets closed. I shall return. Okay, I went ahead and put the little tags in. I figured that just repeat bow tying would be boring. So I'm just going to add some fabric to the top to liven things up a bit. As I like to do. I do like to use fabric. I've always enjoyed fabric. I started sewing very, very young. Started quilting very, very young. And I think I'm okay at both. And for that reason, there's an awful lot of fabric around me. So if I get a chance to use some in this arena, so much the better. There is a kitty cat who wants my attention. Not sure why. Maybe he thinks he's getting fed again. Okay, I'll put... Hi, kitty cat. Got a piece of linen here. That'll be too thick. Okay, put you over there for sewing. Whoop. Okay. And hi, kitty cat. I'll use a little bit of this. Down. Okay. Oh, I got this raggedy old stuff. What? What's the matter? Hmm? Yeah. Hmm. That's a good match for that color of the envelope. This is leftover from Evangeline. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, I didn't think this would work as well as just the cotton fabrics work with the glue stick. Oh, I threw the wrong piece. Sorry about that. I whacked the phone and it just went flying. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna lay right. Okay, one more. Oh, I'm dropping them on the floor. Just seeing what else I got in here. Got a little piece of eyelet. It's so stuck I can't get it off my finger. It's so sticky. There, that's better. What? Oh, he's singing me the song of his people. Yes, I hear you. What's the matter? Am I bugging you? Huh? Am I bugging you by not paying attention? Am I being a bad cat mom? Yeah, I know. I'm the worst. No award for me this year. Okay. I don't know if that's going to stick or not. We'll give her a shot. Okay. Do a little more sewing. All right, we've got these all done. It's time for me to go and see what's wrong with this cat. He's probably starving to death or something. Clearly, I'm neglectful of his needs. So I hope you got to do a little bit of crafting while you were listening to me blather on. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.